Good morning. This is WEP Finance channel, which is different than W.E. Pollock's channel. W.E. Pollock channel is more about the overview. This is more specific in terms of investments. I'd urge you to go to wepollock.com where you can see the videos on W.E. Pollock's YouTube. Now today I wanted to talk about silver, and I have some junk silver right here in the form of Kennedy half dollars. And these are considered junk, however, they've hardly been circulated and there is hardly any wear on them. And just on a silver basis, this is worth today, this little tube is worth about $250. A lot of people talk to inflation as being a justifier for buying gold and silver. And I would say any-flation is a justifier for buying gold and silver, including deflation. And it's been very hard for people who have talked about deflation to justify buying gold, because denominated in dollars, you would expect the price of silver to decline in a deflation. But I'm going to tell you how to hit home run with gold and silver in deflation. And I'm going to use MF Global as an example. Now, MF Global was highly levered, and they were making bets they couldn't cash. So when this firm had to liquidate in bankruptcy, I'm sure they'll get pennies on the dollar for all of the securities which they purchased, leaving the people that have savings in shortfall. So MF Global's bets, which they made with customer money, were such that there will be a shortfall of money, of savings. Savings will be destroyed. And this right here cannot be destroyed. It's something that you hold in your physical possession. It can't be destroyed by deflation. It cannot be destroyed by debts going bad. And what happened in the last deflationary depression was that you would show up to your bank and the bank wouldn't have your money. That's exactly the case with MF Global today. You're showing up, give me my cash, and they don't have it. They spend it on investments which didn't make sense, and it should have been protected. It wasn't. And here, this is debt-free wealth right here. $250 worth of it, silver bullion. Now, inflationists would say, well, it's going to maintain its purchasing power. A deflationist should say that this is going to maintain its purchasing power. Even though dollar might have more purchasing power, they simply may not be available in a deflation because there are more commitments for these dollars outstanding than there are actually dollars to make good on those commitments. A little harder to understand gold and silver in deflation, but that's the way it works. The reason to buy gold and silver is that it will be left over when everything else blows up. Gold and silver will be left over when everything else blows up, and it is the only instrument, the only monetary instrument or commodity, I'm going to call it a monetary instrument, really it's acting more like a monetary instrument, that is not indebted to someone else. It is not pledged to someone else. Of course, if you own paper gold, I would advise you to go to the physical, because the paper may or may not protect you in a failure. Thanks for your time. Check out W.E. Pollock YouTube channel.